We just did the Red Bull Scramble just for fun out here. We got the System 3s and the paddles on, so it's not like we're really doing it just for practice. We're just doing it for fun. But officially we found out today as we got here, can't run paddles. So kind of bummed on that. But other than that, I mean, the track's really fun, right? Don't you think, Chad?
I do remember having this phone call with Dallin, you know, calling him and saying, hey dude, we should bring both sets of tires. And he's like, nah man, it's just sand out there. We'll cut in we'll do like a practice or like a phone call, a real phone call later.
Okay.
And tap it in.
But yes, he did say we should bring some knobbies, and I just plan on riding the sand dunes. Didn't think we needed them. Red Bull, for safety reasons, they want us to ride knobbies. So we're gonna have to figure that out. Luckily, Brent, his turbo R only has knobbies on it. So we're just gonna be Dizzle is gonna be swapping tires for us, so he came through for us on that. But overall of the track, it's gonna be a very whole shot win kind of a thing. There's very little passing, but there is a little bit of passing.
You're not in the dunes that much. It's really like a really fast trail ride. And we've only done it once, so there's a lot of sections where, so the first section where it drops down, all the arrows are pointing left, right. There's these arrows that just point down. And then, you like drop off. You hit that? Did you guys all hit that?
Did you guys go over that hill where there's a tree right there if you went too fast?
Yeah,
that was scary.
That's where I learned what the down arrows mean.
Yeah.
Slow down.
Yeah.
Or you're going to be wrecked.
Yeah.
I guarantee someone's on their top there tomorrow.
Yeah.
Somebody's in that tree tomorrow.
And then there's a tree that has just been broken, like fell over from the wind or it's aged. But it's at this height and then broke over and they put blue tape on it. It's kind of tight there. Someone's just going to be plowing that for sure. Yeah, and then everyone's going to get backed up because you're not going to be able to get around him. There hasn't been a whole lot of information for the whole event, really. We just found out like a week and a half ago what the rules were. I was set up for the pro class just because I wanted to race against pros, not that I thought I was a pro. Come to find out, she is not allowed to be in the pro class, but they're going to let me race this in the sportsman class. So we hurry and grab some number plates. We grab some nets and stuff like that just so we could be legal to race it. So we're gonna be running in the sportsman class, and I think the sportsman class is gonna be wild because there's very little rules. So it's gonna be a blast, but it's gonna get wild.
Yeah, it'll be pretty fun. So we're gonna hit the trail again and get a little bit more familiar with the drops and the turns, and hopefully Dallin can get on the podium. We're filming the racetrack. Dallin should be coming in about 15 minutes, but wait a minute. What are you doing up here?
Car broke down. We made a fly yesterday, and I think we just didn't tighten down a couple lug nuts. And studs are gone. Everything's gone on that rear wheel. We tried to go to Rocky Mountain and get some parts because they had some, but you have to, there's some sort of policy with Polaris where they have to actually ship it to you, and we couldn't get it shipped to us even though we could go pick it up. So needless to say, we couldn't get the parts. So instead of racing, we're gonna film for you and show you guys the race. We got a really good advantage point, so we'll show you what's going on. And I'm really bummed about it, but it is what it is. We'll have a good time out here. is the pro class final. Can-Am's looking saucy. Yeah, they're doing good. This is really racy. I'd say the heat wasn't that racy, but this is. Everyone's tight together. Ooh, a good little kick. In it to win it. Got the Yamaha keeping up the rear for everybody. All right, so as we're waiting here to see the cars come through, we're talking about what cars we think we're gonna see. Like, I saw a few of the cars yesterday when we were getting ready to register and set everything up before my wheel came off. But we're kind of just guessing on the Sportsman class. We know what the Pro class is gonna be because it's pretty straight up on rules and a lot more. You have to have this or that. So that's gonna be a little bit more clean cut of what cars are going to be in there. But in the Sportsman class, I mean, I think there's going to be definitely some Pro Rs in there, some pretty souped up Can-Ams. I'm just wondering if there's going to be some really low key cars in there too. What do you think, Chad?
We're making predictions because we're looking at a whip section we were testing out yesterday, and we haven't seen a car come through here yet that's been as fast as us.
And that's not to brag or anything. It's just we seriously did like what, 5-6 laps yesterday. We put some time on the track.
And a lot of the guys that are coming through are just coming through for their first or second time. So we had it down before Dallin broke his wheel, but you know, we've seen some pretty souped up cars, and they just look a little pretty to be going all out, where Dallin and I just don't care. So I think my prediction is we're going to hear a lot of the blow by. You know, a lot of people like that up here. That so we were just talking about our predictions of what was coming through. I only saw like one Can-Am and it didn't have any blow by, so I was wrong there. But
well, that's because this is the Pro class. You can't have aftermarket stuff.
Yeah, so we thought the Sportsman class was going to come through first, but the Pro class just came through. A lot of XPs. Just Razor XPs.
And a Turbo S and a YXZ bringing up the back end.
Bringing up the rear, as usual.
All right, this is one of the few spots where it's a split lane. So you could pass some guys. And after these first 3 cars, we got a little jam fest of about 4 cars lined out. So the leading is this Can-Am 63. And the next one is the RC Can-Am. He's getting a little squirrely out there, 65. Oh, following the same line. You can't pass following the same line. Another Can-Am number 1. YXZ coming in hot. Oh, Pro R was in the back. He just passed a couple right there. Got a little bit of a hill climb here. It's getting hot right here.
Oh, we got a
Can-Am's trying to take on that Turbo S. These guys are actually, that's probably the tightest we've seen them right here.
Yep.
Oh, he let him by.
Red Bull car still in the front. Jake is still right behind him. That's our buddy. He tried to help us out yesterday.
There he is right there. He's got that's quite a loop right there. He's got a lot of time to make up on that YXZ, but that YXZ was from the first crew, but he's in last. And then this guy
He's first.
is the first and the second. And he's moving like he has made the rest of that field look like they're not even competing. So he's doing really, really good. And then that YXZ is just really bringing up the tail end of the rest. So, but we're guessing that he passes that YXZ by the time we get to right here, which is like quarter way through on the first lap. It's at mile 1 where we're at. Ooh. Got a good line. Go, 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 go. Yeah, that's Pro R, boys. No one else in sight. Here comes the good old Wildcat. Chad loves him, but this is why he shouldn't. I'm gonna get run over. Go, 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 go. Oh, this guy knows the line. This is a good line. Everyone else is running low. He's running high. The line. Let's see if Whitey does it. Whitey went low. He'll regret every minute of this. Oh, he's gonna hit him. Oh boy. Ooh, the Turbo S coming in, sliding. Oh, he just got himself passed. 152 down. Something wrong. Shaking his head. He's got problems. We got a co-driver over here. Can-Am just came through for the win. And boom. Pro XP coming in hot on the end. Alright guys, as you all are well aware at this point, my wheel fell off. We tried to find some studs. Couldn't get anything to us within like 2 hours. But we did go to it. I definitely DNF'd on this. Did not finish. Didn't even start. But we had a good time going out there and playing. And I mean, we probably put down 7 laps out there. It was a great time. We were ready to rip for Saturday morning. But mad props to Colton, Devin, and Matt for first, second, and third. Way to go, guys. You guys are awesome in the Sportsman class. So that was pretty cool to watch. Still had a great time. Just bummed. You know, it was one of those racing deals. Don't tighten your bolts all the way up, and this is what happens. You DNF. All right, and then we'll also have to give some mad props out in the pro class. We had Paul in first, Riley in second, and Jaden in third. So good job, guys. Way to just crush it out there. You guys are going fast. And then just so you're all wondering what the number, I picked this number because if you watch Supercross, the 7 Deuce Deuce, big fan of him. Really funny guy, and so we just went with his numbers. We were gonna wear the Ricky Bobby jacket and suit, race suit, but never got to that point, so we couldn't go out there and have a blast doing that. But like I say, it was a blast out there. The sand dunes out there are really, really fun. They're a lot different than most sand dunes, the way it's all laid out. It's really quite a bit different than most, but we had a great time out there. Fun watching the race, fun actually racing, you know, the four of us, you know, between V Dizzle, Mark, and Chad and me. I mean, we were putting down some heaters all day on Friday just for practice, for fun. And I mean, it was way, way fun. So brings me back to the good old track that we got out here. So we'll get back to ripping on the track here shortly when it cools down.